Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's summertime. It's summertime in California, but it's also summertime in Italy. One of the most beautiful thing about Italian summer is because we serve wine right on the beach, and we have actually bars and wonderful people serving you. It's my idea of a summertime because you're driving the car to the beach side, you park the car in a nice gazebo, and then you walk right up to the edge of the water, and somebody gives you an umbrella. They give you a nice little chairs. They give you a towels, and then they ask you if you have anything to drink. So obviously, if it's early afternoon, we want to go light. Nice little prosecco will get the moods moving. Got a lot of bikini out there. Take a looking on this on the ocean coming in, and it's beautiful. The breeze and summer hot. Everybody's happy. So once you pop that beautiful little bubble, prosecco is not like champagne. It's a little more gentle, a little more easy to approach, and drink it all day long. So it's got a nice little spumante, which in Italian means foam from the sea. Spuma. Spuma means foam. So when the prosecco hits your palate, it's like the sea hits the rock. It makes a beautiful foam, and you just enjoy the wonderful Asian pear, a little bit of the citrus. Very easy, and it puts you in a right mood. You know, when you look on the sea out there and you're wondering, what am I going to do all day? Well, the first thing you can do is relax because summer is about that. Then later on in the afternoon, they bring in little antipastini, which is or bocconcini with a bite. In Italian, we really love little bites. We bite all day long, basically. And with the little bite, you got some seriously pretty rosé. I mean, I know 10, 15, 20 years ago, rosé was a bad word. It was a little bit complicated because people saw some sexuality involved. If you didn't drink the big Cabernet, you were not lifting 500 pounds. And rosé was more like you show up in a gym with your, funky outfit and you start lifting 1 or 2 pounds and make some funny noise. It's not like that anymore. Now rosé is actually well accepted. It's a man and woman, all kinds, gender, LGBTQ. Anybody can drink rosé because actually there's some seriously interesting rosé out there. Obviously, you know what rosé is. Rosé is basically a grapes that is being either gently pressed very quickly, and the runoff makes a little hint of a color. The French, especially in the Riviera, they like a little more of the salmon color. In southern Italy and Spain, we like a little more of a deeper color, a little more richer. That means that in some cases, they let it stay on the skin maybe at 24 hours or even shorter to give a little more of a character to the wine himself. Either way, it's just a fun, wonderful wine because you get the best of both the world. You have a refreshing chill of the white wine, and you got a little bit of the body, the bite, the color, the excitement of the red wine, but really elegant and fun and easy to enjoy. On the end of the day, wine is about that. It's about enjoyment. Then summer, it's balmy out there. It's fun. It's great. People just have too much joy. They're running, children everywhere, and you got some nice little branzino floating above the sea, and you just bring it in, little sea salt on top. You put them in the oven. Boom. Next thing you know, you're having a feast. So, what is a summer wine and why we love wine? Because wine is all about love. You have a couple glass, you feel good, you start become philosophical. Obviously, if you go over the bottle and a half, you could be in danger to be thrown out of the party, but that's a different story. I mean, wine is good in little doses. The good news is not like tequila or some other hard alcohol, 2, 3 shots and you're out. You can have a couple glasses and it still makes some sense of it all, especially if you have some food with it. So I know that sometimes people say, well, I'm not hungry. I just want a glass of wine. Perfect. So when you just have a glass of wine, there is a way to look at them. Sometimes wine with a little higher residual sugar are more indicative of that kind of enjoyment because they are less invasive. They give you a little more pleasure. That is easy on the palate. And a little sugar gives you a little more of a satisfaction and feels like you're having something a little more than a just edgy, straightforward, clean, lean, citrus or sea salt kind of wine, where they're really more for pairing with food. But in some cases, people enjoy just that. Either way, you gotta love wine. That's what this is about. it's a wine show. It's a wine and food traveling. So whether you're in the coast of Spain, whether you're in Ibiza or Costa del Sol, or you're in the Sardinia coast, which is absolutely gorgeous, the Emerald Coast, or you're basically mainland Italy on the Riviera of Liguria, where the Portofino, Camogli, or even, which you should definitely go. I mean, obviously, go to Amalfi, because that's what love is. You know, you go to Amalfi Coast, they have a grape called Biancolella. It's a beautiful name, actually. You could call your next daughter, if you have a baby, call them Biancolella, beautiful Lella. So, and it's high up on the ridge of the Amalfi Coast on high elevations. It's got this gorgeous little lychee and a wonderful tangerine overtone. Very, very pretty with the fried seafood, with this calamari, scampi, or just broiled seafood. Absolutely fantastic. When you look it down on the coast and you see the lemon growth where the limoncello come from, and you smell the zagara, which is the aromatic of the limoncello flower, the lemon flowers, and you have this beautiful glass, bright white, which is a little golden green overtone hue to it. It's just beautiful, beautiful. And the only thing you can think of, maybe if you were there 20, 30, 40 years ago and Sophia Loren went by, that glass of wine would have been even more amazing. But that's normal. It's okay. If you have an imagination, a couple glasses later, you actually see Sophia Loren walking, and that's okay. It's beautiful. It's summertime. Arrivederci. Until next time. Ciao. This is Massimo from Onoce Wine Country Cuisine, from the world of wine and love travels. Arrivederci.